light skin wiggle.
How basketball saved my life. It's your host at the easy button at Twan the Don. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, chat. Life tried to drown me. This hoop is like my life jacket. This ice in my veins is something Titanic. Lockdown defense kept me out that center for detention. Divine intervention passes over to my center. Alleyways of the alley-oops. Some got no looks and passed away when somebody shoots. Back in court duos, but nobody hoops. The wrists follow through, but the cuffs gotta loop. Pick a book or pick that biggie book. It's just you and I, out running suicides. Me, I was out running suicide. Boy, I'm going in, dropping gems that I picked up in these gyms. I can't slack, I've been down and back. I'm just trying to share a few tales from this thing called life. Count my assists, and I swear that basketball really saved my life. Yeah, chat, I swear it saved my life. Let's go.
Alright, so what's your name? My name is Yves Santello. Haitian name.
My name is Antoine Newson. I call myself the Don. I kind of gave myself this nickname growing up because I always like playing King of the Court, and my one-on-one game is crucial. So I used to win King of the Court a lot. So I used to always run around calling myself the Don. So that's kind of how I got that nickname.
What's your nickname?
So I go by the Easy Button, and that's the nickname I got in high school for two different reasons. First, it was just easy because my name is Yves. When you look at it, it's really hard to pronounce for some, unless you have like a French background, because my name is French. Then I got the name Easy Button, and it came from basketball. When I was playing in high school, the game came real easy to me, and I was always able to flip a switch. And so, hence the Easy Button. I'll press that Easy Button and it's go time.
Where did you grow up and what college did you go to?
Well, I was born in Okinawa, Japan. Grandma was in the military, retired Air Force. So about 2 years old, I moved to Sacramento, California. That's kind of where I was raised at, kind of got my craft and everything. I went to American River Junior College first, did a little bit of schooling at OU. But I was kind of the type of person that if it wasn't for sports, I wasn't too big on schooling. So kind of when I stopped playing basketball, I really didn't take my education any further. But if it wasn't for sports, that's kind of how I got my schooling up under me.
So the long story is I was born in Haiti. I moved to Florida when I was about 8 years old. And then from there, I grew up in Orlando, Florida. We went to West Palm area for a couple years, but for the most part, I was raised in Orlando, Florida, and then I went to college in the Jayhawk Conference in Kansas. Then from there, I went to Northwestern Oklahoma in Alva, and then I didn't actually get any of my degrees in any of those schools. It was after basketball had ended, then that's when I went and did my online school at Ohio Christian University, where I got my bachelor's in psychology, and then Mid-America Christian University, where I got my master's in clinical counseling. So I did a lot of school. I'm a professional student, if you want to call me that. So people, they marvel at the fact that my English is pretty good, but they don't know I went through a lot of growing pains, if you want to call it that, learning how to speak the language, being English, being clowned for not being able to speak good English, and eventually being jumped for being, Haitian and not of African American descent. So, it's been a lot of learning experience, and that's probably one of the reasons why I chose the field of psychology and counseling, because I feel like having been from somewhere else, I was able to be objective, or I am able to be objective, and just see things from a lot of different perspectives and point of view. So that's kind of where my background came, and as far as academics and just field of study that I chose.
What's your favorite color?
Favorite color, you know, I gotta go with that rojo. I like that red and that purple. That purple kind of comes from my hometown. Even though I'm not a big Sacramento Kings fan, that's how I kind of watch my basketball. So, you know, I did watching a lot of Kings, but also at the time I'm a big Kobe fan. So, you know, that purple and yellow, that purple and gold went together. So just kind of that Sacramento flow.
Favorite color is red. Even though, you know, I'm so dark that when I wear red hat, you know, people say I look like a syrup bottle, you know, but that's my favorite color, man. And it don't matter how dark I am, I'm gonna rock my red hats when I get them, and I'm gonna rock my red colors when I get them. You know, no gang related.
What is your favorite food?
Man, I like to eat, so I mean, I can eat just about anything. But if you're trying to make me smile, trying to get to my heart or anything like that, breakfast burritos. I like some breakfast burritos with the chorizo in the middle, or some bacon burgers. You gotta give me that.
All right.
Anyone who knows me knows, you know, I eat any type of food. You know, pizza, burgers. But really, my favorite food, which I don't get that often, is Haitian food. And we got this thing called zili à sosqua, and it's basically white rice and like black beans or pinto beans, and it's like blended into some type of gravy. And you throw that thing over the rice, and you know, every time I see my mom, you know, she makes that for me. Anytime I see my grandma, she makes that for me. So, you know, any chance that you guys ever get to visit like a Caribbean place, or if you're anywhere in Orlando, you know, probably New York has it. Anywhere, ask for zili à sosqua. That's the bomb.
So what's the inspiration for the show?
Man, really just, you know, I watch a lot of kind of podcasts. I kind of watch a lot of shows first, like Funk Master Flex. It kind of started with like rap shows. They got like little like battle raps and then freestyles on the show. Then I started kind of flipped over and started watching like All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. I just kind of started filming the podcast for a little bit, so that's kind of what got me like liking this podcast show and stuff.
Okay. Really, the inspiration for HBSML on a smaller scale is that my brother, man, my best friend, Marcel Kurt, aka Sizzle Cells, he started a show in New York called Dad AF, and you know what the AF stands for. And on his show, he just wants to support dads because he feels like dads are underappreciated. And for me, I'm just like, you know, just turned 30 a few months ago, and while I'm coaching, I just can see my playing days slowing down. And so I wanted to find a way to still stay around the game of basketball. And so him coming out with his show inspired me to come out with this show as a way to stay around basketball.
And what message do you have for the hoopers?
My message ain't really just strictly for the hoopers. I played a lot of sports, so I really just want my message to be for any person who plays a sport to just ask questions, man. Don't be afraid to take your career by the neck and do what you got to do with it. Ask the question, do what you got to do your research and everything to make it so you can know how many outlets you can go. There's not just one, there's multiple now, especially in this day and age. So just so people can understand that the answers is out there. You just got to answer them or get them yourself, really. So,
okay. What made you want to start HBSML?
So what made me want to start basketball, how basketball saved my life, is that I've had a lot of basketball experiences. I've had a lot of life experiences from basketball in general. And there is no one way for me to really put it all out there without, you know, periodically putting something out, or without going on Facebook Live and ranting, which I don't do, by the way, or without blogging, which I probably would despise because I don't want to sit there and type forever, since I did a lot of online school. So I don't really want to do a bunch of typing, but I think the reason why I just started the show is because I wanted to share with people, you know, things that I went through, and hopefully help somebody else out. Like, for example, you know, I did a bunch of schooling in the classroom while I was playing basketball, and then I did a whole bunch of schooling online when I wasn't playing basketball. And in that time, I accumulated a bunch of student loan debt, and just I want to touch on that with people, and hopefully I can keep others from making the mistakes I made. Mistakes that that make it hard for me as a 30-year-old man with a family of wife and 2 kids. It's made it hard for us to get a house loan or get a car loan because I have so much student loan debt. And so that's something that we're definitely going to get on. A topic that we're gonna discuss on HBSML. So I really want to hit on that and just drop gems overall. If it can help somebody and prevent somebody from making the mistakes I made, then the show is serving its purpose.
What message do you have for the people out there?
Man, so really, if no matter what situation you find yourself in, somebody has been through it. Somebody has done it. One of the things that we hope to do is to get different basketball players from every situation, different athletes, whether they play basketball or not, from every situation, so that the viewers out there can maybe pull from their experiences and incorporate it into their lives so they can go down that path or not go down that path. And so my message to the basketball players out there, or just the athletes out there in general, is somebody has been through what you have been through or what you're about to go through. So, in this age of media and information at your fingertips, seek the information out, seek it out, and I think it'd be beneficial.
Who are your favorite players of all time?
So number 1 for me got to be Kobe Bean Bryant, man. Growing up, the basketball league was about loyalty. A lot of people preached it, so that's one man that'll show you whether you've been with that same team 20 plus years, killed with a whole team or not. He did his thing, the grit. So like Kobe, he just made me really want to be a great player. He was great with a good team or without a good team. Then after that, I gotta go with the boy Jamal Crawford. Meanest crossover in the game, icy with it. He had that showboat game, and I loved it. And people couldn't really hold him. And then I love some Brandon Roy. I know he didn't get to play that much, but that man was crafty, and that man was really nice with the rock. And he was a killer. And I like killers. And then I gotta go with Curry. I love how he shoot that thing. He got the handles out this world. And people really, they want to talk about him defensively, but the game is about buckets, and that man is a bucket getter. And then old school Ray Allen. I love Ray Allen, man. He'll dunk on you. He'll shoot that tray on you. People can't hold him. People don't really know about old school Ray Allen for real. They only know about sitting in the corner shooting Ray Allen. But do your research. Ray Allen was a dog. And then now Kawhi Leonard. I like him a lot. Kobe 2.0 to me. He a robot. He play fundamental game, and he gonna get his buckets, and he a killer on defense. So those are my favorite players in this game for real right now.
Favorite players of all time. Boom. Tracy McGrady. Injuries kind of slowed him down, but I feel like he's in a discussion of greatest small forwards of all time. If you want to call him a small forward, you can call him a shooting guard. He was just that good. Then I have Kevin Garnett, just because, man, this dude's heart, the way he approached the game, the nobody buddy mentality, just the way Kevin Garnett approached the game. He's one of my favorite of all time. Then you have Brandon Roy. I guess since I was injury prone, I like injury prone players. I don't know. But Brandon Roy, Tracy McGrady, KG wasn't really injury prone. And then we have Baron Davis. Baron Davis was the god when it came to point guards to me. The way he played, the way he bounced around, and the way he dunked on dudes, and the fact that he was about my height, I was tuned in anytime that Baron Davis was playing. And then up until recently, Dwayne Wade was who I started watching after all those guys stopped playing. So Dwayne Wade, again, same build, same type of game. And so yeah, man, those are my 5 best players, our favorite players.
What's your most outlandish basketball predictions?
Well, y'all already see it's small ball now, so I feel like everybody's gonna be shooting threes. Doesn't matter the position. They're gonna pull that 3-point line back, or they're gonna make a 4-point line since people are starting to shoot so deep in the league. You know, they're gonna have to juice it up a little bit. So I think they're gonna bring a 4-point line to this basketball world.
What's your most outlandish basketball prediction?
So my most outlandish basketball prediction. So I see it coming. You all see it coming too. You just don't realize it. And it's the fact that the game is moving towards all together, taller players, right? Sounds not that outlandish probably, but if you think about it, we're in 2020, about a year 3000 or, whatever, our point guards are gonna be 6'8", 6'9", our shooting guards are gonna be 7 feet, our small forwards are gonna be 7'3", and our centers are gonna be like 7'7". I mean, the way these cats are handling the ball and, they're coming out the woodworks being, 7'2" and doing all the guard drills at guard speed. And, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. So, if you look at basketball, back in the day, the point guards were 5 feet, everybody was a lot shorter. And then what we have now, if it continues with the progressions the way it's going, then I for sure believe that, the shortest players on the court are going to be 7 feet for sure.